Prayer.
Yes, sir. God, we ask your blessing upon the American Legion. Use us, we pray, to open our eyes to your glory and to the opportunities that lie before us to serve you and our country. Grant the leaders of the American Legion wisdom and courage. Stir us in all that we do to share joyfully the work of our society. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. POW MIA chair is placed in all of the official meetings in the American Legion as a physical symbol of the thousands of American POW MIA still unaccounted for from all wars and conflicts involving the United States of America. This is a reminder for all of us to spare no effort to secure the release of any American prisoners from captivity, the repatriation of remains of those who died bravely in defense of liberty, and a full accounting of those missing. Let us rededicate ourselves to this vital endeavor. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And finally, the preamble to the Constitution of the American Legion. For God and country,
We associate ourselves together for the promise to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, to maintain law and order, to foster and perpetuate 100% Americanism, to preserve the memories and incidents of our association and all our wars, to vindicate the sense of individual obligation to community, state, and nation, to combat the autocracy of both classes and masses, to make right a matter of mind, to promote peace and goodwill on earth, to safeguard and transmit posterity principles of justice, freedom, and democracy, to consecrate and sanctify our comradeship by our devotion to mutual help.
thank you, everyone. Please be seated. We have guests with us tonight. We'll start with Bruce. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Bruce Ebert. I spent my military time in the Navy, 22 years, 4 years active and plus a little reserve time. I was a hospital corpsman, combat corpsman, so most of my active duty was with the Marine Corps. After I got out of the service, I went back to school in Indiana. Got a degree in biological sciences. My mom and dad decided to retire from Indiana and move to Florida. I go down there and visit Florida, and I fell in love with Florida. So I got out of school, went back there, and got a job teaching in high school biology, math. After 10 years, the law there that I couldn't renew my license unless I had a master's degree or was working on one. And all I could find was what I call buy yourself a master's degree out of Nova University in Florida there. So I said, well, Lord, what do you want me to do? He says, well, now that you asked, such a deal I have for you. He put in my mind the idea for pastoral ministry. I argued with him for about 4 months, but I couldn't convince him that he had the wrong guy. So I went for my master's degree at Duke Divinity and graduated there in '89. Went back to Florida at that time, then was ordained in the United Methodist Church and spent 28 years in the pastoral ministry. I thought I needed a little more education, so I got through Washington, D.C. It was a fine seminary for the Wesley Theological Seminary. I got a doctorate in discipleship and spirituality. Didn't do me a bit of good. Well, I learned a few things I didn't know so much before there. in Tennessee, out here in Stewart, just past Tennessee Ridge. Found a chunk of property out there because it was close to the lake. He loved to go fishing. He had some wood so he could go hunting. He asked me what I was gonna do when I retired. I said, well, I don't know, I haven't really thought that much about it. He says, why don't you come on up here? He says, you're gonna inherit it one day after anyway. Help me take care of this woods up here. All I had was woods and a little bit of garden out front of the house there. So we moved up here. I retired from ministry in 13. We moved up here, put up a house, and helped take care of him till about 2 years ago when he passed with cancer. So now I got the whole place to ourselves and trying to take care of that. I've got family in Florida. My son and daughter both have families, and we were looking to move back there, get closer to them, but then the COVID hit and we all kind of got closed down. And then this hurricane, Ian, I think his name was, tore up Florida like something you wouldn't believe, and then the property values or the prices all went out, the values I think went down. And so it's just got too expensive to move back there, at least it is now. So we're staying put and taking care of the chipmunks and the squirrels and the birds and the deer and the fox and the raccoon and everything else that runs around out there.
Okay.
And,
Glad you're here.
Absolutely. We also have with us from Post 72, Don Bailey.
And my wife.
And his wife. You want to speak a minute about why you're here?
Yeah, some of y'all folks know me. I'm just a little more clean shaven. I came with Santa Claus during the December meal, I think it was. I can't remember. Yeah, but I'm with Bill for Post 72. I'm also the 6th District American Legion Auxiliary President. Which is kind of, I thought the monkey wrenches in the women's business a lot of times. But I thought it was important because they do accept male spouses now as part of the auxiliary. So to get into the nuts and bolts of their workings with being a member of the American Legion for such a long time, I wanted to see how our programs compared with each other. The big thing was how we can augment each other, because that's what's hard. And we talked about Legion family. So Legion family is a thing that should be joined together, not separated. A lot of times amongst ourselves, I'm a Legion rider also. I'm the finance officer of our riders. I got a motorcycle. I'm also the squadron commander for the Sons of the American Legion. My dad served in the military also. Vietnam veteran, Station Okinawa, sheet metal repair, died of Agent Orange. So just because it wasn't there where it was sprayed doesn't mean it can't affect you. Like a blue water vest, they didn't do that system now. So I'm here to hopefully share some information. It's nice to visit another post, especially since I only live maybe 8 minutes that way. The crow flies, about 15, because I got to go over the bridge. And drop off some stuff for the auxiliary. My wife's the auxiliary president Dover. One thing as a post, when I was post commander, we always had our wives in the background helping. Always helped us with different things. And we needed to cook some stuff, they would help us. So I asked my wife, or a member from the group, why don't you guys just start the auxiliary? It'd be nice to have you guys as part of our Legion family. We already have the Legion Riders established, but that was the next part. Take that next step to bring another member to our Legion family. As a post commander, we talked about it in the post. So what our post did to get the auxiliary started was we paid the first 10 members membership dues. Right now I think they're $30. I think they're going to go to $40 next.
No, 45.
Well, that's the states.
Oh,
The
25.
states. Yeah, so we were lucky enough to get it
25.
kind of early. So we at the post, we decided we're going to fund the first 10 members that get the charter will pay their dues. That's a post decision. We decided to do that because when you start up, you have no money. So at least if you put the $20 in from the people who pay the membership, you guys pay the post, their membership, your money, 10. You just save the $200. Now they've got some seed money to grow their auxiliary. They always take seed money to do that, unfortunately. So that's something you guys can decide if you'd like to do as members of the post. It's up to you all. But I wanted to drop some information off. Being married to this lady and being the post adjutant and post commander, once my reports are done, it's so easy to help her do her reports. guys know, we have that one-page thing, it's called the, post, consolidated reports. One page, we kind of plug all the numbers in. They get to do 24 single-page reports. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, 24. I write them, but I'm the adjutant, so I know what we did together collaboratively. You know, so I know, so it's kind of easy to do that. Once you do that, so I'm hoping to see if we can knock some of those reports out and maybe group them together for like Americanism, you know, children, you kind of group all those together, but they don't do that at national for the auxiliary. So that's one thing that they don't do. Another thing they don't do is they don't have enough recruitment for guys like me. I go into a department convention, and there'll be 150 ladies and one me. And I'm like, how come there aren't more of me here since you guys allow us? So it's just to kind of share the awareness and to really make sure that we can be part of the Legion family. That's what we call ourselves, the American Legion family. So when you hear us talk about Dover, we're called the Dover, Tennessee 72 Legion family. Because we have the Legion, we have the auxiliary, we have the Sons, and we have the Riders. So we are a complete Legion family. So I'm here to help you gentlemen and ladies the best you can. To start up the auxiliary, if that's something you're looking to do, and we'll go from there.
And you said that we need 10 people to
Need
start.
10 people to start as minimum as charter. 10 people.
And they stand alone, they're not all part of our charter, it's an individual standing on, the unit stands by
Correct.
itself, so they would have their own, the Legion National helps us get all that paperwork together.
Yeah, yeah.
We submit it to them, and they start their nonprofit
But
status.
the big thing is to get the first, is to get the 10 members, membership cards ready to go sign in. Talk to our secretary from the auxiliary at the Department of Tennessee, she'll send me a blank charter. But you have to have those 10 memberships verified, and of course, the post commander, the post adjutant validates those are actually members. So some of the widows that are in the community that have deceased husbands, we ran into that also. All I did was get with my veteran service officer back then and said, hey Kathy, did this guy serve? Yes. And then we got them in. So think about the ladies and the folks who don't have a spouse. So a lot of the, couple of the members in our Unit 72 are our widow spouses. But the husbands were members of the post and they passed. They still get to be a member of the auxiliary, and it's kind of nice to get them out of the house when we have Saturday events to come and meet with us and just kind of fellowship with us. And again, that's something we do. So I'm here to help y'all.
Can you be both an active?
Yes. So I'm a member of Dover Post 72. I'm the adjutant. I used to be the commander. I'm a member of the American Legion Auxiliary. I'm the 6th District President. I'm a member of the Squadron 72. I'm the squadron commander, and I'm a member of the Legion Riders. I'm the finance officer. So I'm one of the only few ones that are all four, which is kind of, I know one of the person that's all four.
I just can't be the
Three.
son.
Just three.
I just can't be the son.
3/4, sorry.
I identify as a tree.
Yes. She identifies as she, because this is my wife. It was a he, we wouldn't be together.
Sylvia's also.
We've been married 30-something years, so it's all good. But again, yes, you can. And that it's kind of weird to do different roles, but the other roles that I have with the post and the Sons and the Riders, they don't interfere with any of the other directions of the post. So I encourage y'all, if you don't have a Sons, maybe start the Sons down the road and get some younger members, and we definitely need the younger members.
Yeah.
And I'm joining that gray-haired, older than money birds kind of crowd. You know, I hit 60 last December, which is still kind of young, I guess. But boy, it don't feel like it is when you did 20 years in the military.
Yeah.
So yes, you can.
They count me as a legion, but I have been the president since
6 years.
6 years now,
And
of the auxiliary. So I mainly do everything for the auxiliary because we help the Legion, because the Legion is veterans, and our purpose is to help veterans.
And they were doing it anyways, and I'm like, why don't you just start it? Just start it up and then be part of the family, because you're already doing it.
Absolutely.
You know.
And they have the meetings on the same nights, but, you know, that doesn't have to be a given, but since if it's a couple, it just kind of makes it easier, they can come. Then they do break away, they have their own separate meetings, you know, they're not commingled like all at the same table, but it's.
Yeah, so we usually share a potluck at 6. Sons meets at 5:30 to 6, because we're such a small group. Then we have a potluck at 6, 6:45, 7 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock we meet separate rooms, post meets in a separate room, auxiliary meets, and they're usually done by 8 o'clock. You know,
Well, this facility is ideal, they're situated for that with that second room back there, so that would not be a problem.
and we used to do kind of scheduled meals, like they would say, we're gonna do this, but now they just said they like a potluck option, because then if you bring something you don't wanna eat, you always have something else that you can get, so it works out pretty good. They used to do like taco salads, baked potatoes, but then they're like, well, if Sylvia didn't show up, but she forgot to bake potatoes, now what are we gonna do? So it works pretty good. And then it gives the men who come, who don't have, who wanna bring their wives, they'll bring, hey, honey, cook me something, and we have a couple of guys that bring potluck stuff also, so it's kinda nice, it's kinda nice.
Okay. So do I hear a motion to, pay the fees for the first 10 auxiliary members?
I make a motion that we, pay the fees for the first 10 auxiliary members of science.
Is there a second? Motion's been made and seconded that we pay the fees for the first 10 auxiliary members. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Ayes have it.
Okay, Commander, so as a point, we've already got that passed. Membership, you know, like the Legion starts June 1st, is usually our first membership year, so if you pay their dues now, so I would recommend you wait to get everything together, and then maybe drop the application for charter March, maybe end of March, April, so that way you're not paying dues for 2024, and then the next year starts, and then you start 2025, and you just lost
So
that.
we started at the beginning, and I think it's.
No, that's.
So that way you're
fine.
saving not only yourselves, but the members, the extra
Yeah.
dues, you know, so that helps out a lot.
It does.
Yeah, so we were able, fortunately, when we started our charter, we hit 20. So that was really good to start. I said, yeah, and I had to come back, look for other folks to come in and said, you hit 20, do we mind doing the other? And they were like, no, that's great.
Yeah.
So, you know, 10 was a tough nut to crack, but we hit 15, 16, and we hit 20, and they're like, okay.
Well,
So we
yeah.
started on a good foot.
And I think, not knowing, I mean, I'm sure the weather had a lot to do with the tonight, but we've also got, Irish Day coming up.
We can promote it there. There's a newspaper article going out next week. She tried to get it in this week's paper,
Yeah.
last week, but I guess we can.
So, I think, I don't think
Pick up in it.
that 10 is gonna be a major struggle, especially, if we do well. So,
And then that's why we meet at the same time, because we didn't have, I'd go to a writers meeting, then I'd go to a sons meeting, then I'd go to a post meeting, then, and it's just 2 day meetings. So we're like, we'll just meet the same night.
There's a lot of
We're
that.
cooking, it's nice, and you can do the auxiliary busting up sometimes, they can hear us busting up, so it's kind of nice to do that. We have like a family, we usually kind of,
yeah, we are.
really nice. Thank you.
All right, moving on. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes of last month's meeting?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
I second it.
Made and seconded to approve the minutes of last month's meeting. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Ayes have it.
By the way, Kathy, on the minutes, did I get that right about the, under new business on the minutes, that T-Vets, did I spell that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Good.
Okay, financial report. Now, Mike's not here.
Oh, that's right.
But the report is.
Is it? Oh, okay, great.
Anybody know how Mike's doing?
He said he should be here tomorrow.
May not want to.
May not. Okay, the financial report for January 24, beginning balance of $4,079.93. 300 in the Jimmy Ross Fund, 116 in the emergency fund, 350 in the honor guard fund. He has $73.60 that is not counted in the monthly balance for the food fund. That's the pizza we eat. On 1/2, the state of Tennessee withdrew $31 for a membership from our checking account. On 1/3, he deposited $35 for one membership for Kenneth Douglas. And on 1/10, Oh, he wrote a check for $66.94 to Rhonda, for the post paperwork. Ending balance in January, ending balance, $4,016.99, with CD balance of $15,085.74. 300 in the Jimmy Ross fund, 116 in the emergency fund, 350 in the honor card, and 102.60. As a note, and I talked to the county mayor, and I don't know that we're getting anywhere with this yet. The American Legion Post 73 is responsible for the Veterans Center water bill, January through April of '24. Might miss the January due date and pay January and February on the 2nd of February. Total of 2 months plus late fees is $153.76. This will be in next month's finance report. So,
Do we, put that with VFW and
We do.
yeah, that's why it's only. I think they're charging us at the commercial rate.
they are?
And
And
they
it
should
should be
be.
enough, you know?
Yeah, I brought that up to the mayor's office more than once, and, I think the next time I'm gonna sit down with the mayor and talk about it.
But we get Tennessee with water, though.
We do. But surely, one mayor to another, we can get a better rate.
We tried before, and we let us do it.
Well, maybe. I'm ignorant of the, previous study. Let's put it that way. Committee reports. Herb, anything going on in Veterans Park?
I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm getting ready, I'm looking for a speaker for Veterans Day. I've got plenty of time for that, so we'll see how that goes. I think the park's in pretty good shape, and we're gonna have a day to put up name tags. Everybody, did anything with that together?
Yes, I figured we'd wait until it's warmer, in the spring, probably in April. Probably. But if I may, I mean, I'm not a member, but if I may, at the Tennessee Ridge meeting, did you hear, Kurt, what they talked about the Tennessee Ridge City?
I didn't go, no, I know we were talking
It was
about.
broadcast, so I watched it. They've approved for the park to purchase a grill, an outdoor grill, like you see at camping grounds. It's inset in concrete, I believe. I don't know
Yeah.
about inset in concrete.
And it is handicapped.
And it will be handicap accessible.
Signs?
Yes.
On the top of the pavilion where the picnic tables are, they're going to put the six
branches of the service.
6 branches of the service, the logos, if you will, and then above that, it'll have the Houston County, no, sorry, it'll have the American flag. There was a third thing, but I can't remember what it was.
The bookmarks.
Oh, thank you. You were there? Why aren't you doing this?
That's all right.
You're doing so
I'll
good.
show you, well, you're doing good.
Mr. Denver, she's the chairman of the board.
But if you give me that name, we'll get it to Leslie to order those, the first part.
Ledbetter sign that.
Ledbetter.
He's gonna send me an invoice and I'll give it to you.
Okay, yeah.
He gave me the total price, but he didn't give me an invoice.
So on that, those, if his price was $750, it's a little bit higher than what we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But that means we could get a fundraise, probably about $200, maybe $300 for the rest, for our, you know, the grill.
Yeah.
If it's only $300, is there a way to get a little, like $100 from each of them?
We might be able to.
Can't
Of
you
course,
get
we
them
need
donated, Kenny?
Hmm?
Can't you get them donated, grill?
the grill.
Yeah.
We haven't looked at
Call the
that.
Tennessee Department of, this is my chamber stuff, call the Tennessee Department of Parks and Recreation. Tell
Okay.
them it's for Veterans Park, and I bet you they'll donate you maybe 2, maybe more. Tennessee Department of Parks and Recreation.
Did we know? Thank you,
And
John.
put in there, it's gonna be handicapped
Yeah, Tennessee.
accessible.
Department of Parks and Recreation.
Tennessee Ridge is kinda like, they're strange, they might not accept that.
Yeah, but you know how many grills they have probably there?
Leslie dropped them off.
If not, just go take 2 from Danville, nobody uses them down there, so I didn't say that, just.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, so, all right,
Yeah, but give a call, I bet you they could, let them know,
Okay.
you're trying to do it.
thank you.
And if they
Yeah.
have a veteran that's deceased that used to work for them, say, hey, we'd like to honor you, put this little thing, hang on there, so we're honoring Kathy Green. Or something, you know, we're gonna dedicate it for veterans.
I can get you that information if they want it.
Okay.
You guys can come up with a couple of
Veterans
things.
get
I
a-
think the initial price he gave us on the signs, was for a 12-inch, they call them badges, and it's just not big enough, so that's the reason the price went up.
Okay.
Because the county, the city of Tennessee Ridge gives us $1,000 each year, and it's use it or lose it for each fiscal year.
Who you gonna get your signs from?
That's it's making.
There's a company, I think it's called Dixon, it's Dixon County, they use signs, too, metallic metal signs and highway signs, stuff like that. I think it's called American Sign Company, Dixon, is that correct?
I don't know, because Houston, I know from when I was with the
Ledbetter,
chamber,
that's not bad.
Ledbetter's,
Yeah.
because there's nobody local, they prefer to do local, but there's nobody here that does
They
it.
both, yeah, I don't know.
They do a good job.
Yeah,
They do.
they've done a lot of work around here.
I'll research, try to get that number and make a phone call.
Yeah.
That's good.
Freaking awesome.
Honor Guard report, we have, two, deceased members, Jerry Frizzell, and what was the name of the other individual? Herb?
We're gonna ring the bell again, aren't we?
No, not yet, but yeah.
Yes, the other one was Jerry Frizzell. You say Jerry Frizzell?
Yeah, I said Jerry.
Okay, and then Billy Tom Reddick,
Okay.
R-E-D-D-I-C-K.
Yeah, but we don't have an honor guard request for Mr. Reddick, right?
Yeah, you went,
Yeah,
y'all went.
we get rigs.
You
Oh.
did.
No, yeah.
It was a
over-
joint effort, I think is what it was.
No, it was over in Stewart County. So by the time we had already gotten the call, and I called them asking for help, they said, well, they just called us. And said, oh, okay, so I just let them have it.
Oh, all right.
Now, just to finish that sentence, this past week, we did Jerry Frizzell, Thursday, and it was a joint effort between our honor guard and the Dover Post 72. And while we do things a little bit different, it's not different enough to matter. And if you didn't know it, you wouldn't have known.
He got a 21 gun salute one
He
morning.
sure did.
So.
We had 7 shooters, a bugler, and a caller. And I was extremely pleased with how that went down.
And National Guard people that showed up there too, so it was a 3-team.
Yeah.
National Guard folks.
Well, we always have the military. They do the folding. Well, I shouldn't say
They
always.
don't have it a lot of times.
We do. I think there's only been 2 times in the last couple of years that we've not. But it was the first time that Houston and Stewart County Post worked together. And like I said, we do things a little bit different. But standing back and watching, if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. Yeah, I'd like to get some more practice in, but for no practice other than what we had there that day, that I was the biggest screw up of them all.
It's hard to schedule those deaths.
It is. So,
Tell, I don't know which one, the gentleman, the little bags?
oh, yeah,
He's ordered them.
Yeah, one thing I ordered, based on what they brought, Dover Post brought, was a presentation bag. It's a felt line bag that we put the shells in, as opposed to the sandwich bags we've been using. Loose. I will be asking the Post to reimburse, I think it was like $39 or 10 of them. It wasn't a lot. And I was hoping to have one here tonight to show you that they had come in yet. But we're also gonna put in the bag, will be a little bit about, the name, branch of service, dates of birth and death for that individual, so that, 2 generations from now, they find this bag and say, what is that? What is it?
I would encourage y'all to put we haven't done it, but I was gonna talk to Bill, because we seem to give that, put something about, something about your post and honor guard, so we're not just talking about, I wanna do like a little card that goes in there too, saying, the American Legion Dover Post 72 honor detail was honored to provide,
She didn't come tonight, but we were gonna have this one redone. This is the card that usually we pass out. Got the 13 folds on the inside. It has all the branches of service on the front side and the honor guard members on the back. So, but Rhonda didn't show up tonight, so we'll just stick it back in here for future use. But yeah,
It's nice, it's a nice touch.
it really is.
And
All right.
It's cheaper than Bibles and wood boxes.
Yeah, sure is. Jeffrey, anything you wanna say about the flags?
I'm getting tired of them. Still not getting the help I should be getting when we put them up. We'll get them done slowly but surely.
Okay. Unfinished business certificate for Liz Bugmore, I forgot it, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
We may as well forget it. don't you?
Might as well.
It's long.
well, I don't know, we still got that plaque,
It's in my bag.
so we'll find it, yeah,
She works at the election office.
she does. Officer of the Year, Officer Tabor, I have not spoken to Mark T about that yet. I haven't seen him either. I've got to get with the chief. Naming the post in honor of Eddie Lee Griffin. We have actually come up with some other names that might be more appropriate, so, we wanna take that one off the list right now. And,
What other names do you have?
I don't have them with me.
I thought we already voted for that.
There's, the issue with it is, we tried to find, I'm also an amateur genealogist. And I volunteer here at the Houston County Archives and Museum. And we don't have any information on Ms. Eddie. There's nothing. We can't even prove that she was a veteran.
Really?
Wow. And I didn't realize you wanted the information, or I didn't have it for you tonight. But we have a lot of, we have a military collection, and I will go through it before your all's next meeting, and I will get some names and some information on female veterans. There were two, one of them retired, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Nancy Gillahan, retired lieutenant colonel, she was a nurse from the Army. And there's a Betty Wyatt, and I forget her married name, who was also an officer, who was in the nursing corps, who was from Houston County, so. And then there was a couple of others.
JW's family members, cause his sister was the,
Wyatt, Betty Wyatt, I can't remember who her,
yeah, cause his sister was,
it may very well been,
might have been her.
she may very well have been, yeah. I can't remember, it's.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have two or three.
But
too.
I will put that together for you and, yeah.
Okay.
So we just gonna forget,
We're gonna put that on hold for right now. Oh, Liz? No, we need to go ahead with that.
Need help, you need to do something.
Sherry Butcher, that's
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Yes, but she's still alive.
Still hanging
Yeah, she's called hospice, but yeah, she is still with us.
Yeah. These ladies, the two ladies I mentioned, Nancy and Miss Betty Wyatt, were, Nancy Gillahan was probably just after World War II, became a nurse just after World War II, or was she a World War II vet? I can't remember off the top of my head. And Miss Betty Wyatt would have been a little bit more recent, but has been gone for a number of years.
Well, is the reason because they're ladies, because they're officers, or why are we looking at just them? We got a captain, we got a Captain Hannah, who's a retired Navy captain. We've got a lot of people around here that
Hannah.
really look at that, you know?
That's just it, other names.
My suggestion at the time, we started down this road of naming the post, was all of the posts I know of are named after men. And I thought it would also help stand out some, our post, it was named after a woman. Okay.
Oh, Elmore Hannah.
Yeah, Elmore Hannah.
So that was the only reason, and I'm not locking anything, I'm not pushing anything.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, you know, maybe there's better choices, that right off we can make. So we're just gonna hold on to renaming the post, for now. Now, as far as, the Buttermore goes, if you will help me out, I need to contact her and the paper, and just get some publicity going.
Bob has a plaque.
You got the plaque and you have a certificate, or we're not giving them a certificate? We're just doing a plaque?
The plaque, I think.
Yeah, just a plaque unless.
Right, what we were hoping to do was actually present it at the newspaper office, where they can take the picture and all that.
She doesn't work for the newspaper anymore.
Well, that's.
No, well, no, but
She works at
still.
the election office.
Yeah, but I thought
Oh,
you
you
could
got- yeah,
present
yeah.
it to her at the.
You can get a picture and send it over to Christie, she'll publish it.
Okay.
Would you bring that plaque for donuts when you get it done then?
I'm happy to.
Auxiliary applications.
Actually, if I may, they're about to start early voting. She may be very busy the next couple weeks. You may
When
want to
does
talk
early
to
voting
Liz.
start?
14th.
Oh, you think?
That's tomorrow, right?
No, day after tomorrow.
Oh.
Let's just table it.
I'm just saying, no, go ahead and contact her. I'm just saying, so that you're
Yeah.
prepared. She may say no because of early voting for the March 5th primary.
Okay. Is there any other, auxiliary application business to address?
If, with your permission, Commander, if Bob gives me a list of the names of our members, I can send out letters, write the letter, and invite them and attach a, application with it. You know, just do a mail out to our members, that
That's a
might,
good idea.
let everybody know, you know, what's going on.
Sure. Do you have something else?
Yes, sir, and with those members, don't forget, I've got a granddaughter that's in Missouri, I've got my sons that are in Missouri. I've got my little granddaughters who are Poppy Princesses here in Stewart County, so it can be a descendant of the veteran, so even if they're not here, so if your granddaughter is in high school and interested in maybe going to Girl State, sign up. If it's your daughter that doesn't live here and that she's interested in serving with the American Legion, even though she doesn't live here, you can sign them up also. So it doesn't have to be somebody like anybody, I'm sure you got members in the post that don't even live here anymore.
Yeah.
The same thing with us, but they are continuing members. So it doesn't have to be that, but it does have to be 10, and they're called senior members. So if you're 18 and younger, we sign them up with a person that doesn't count the 10.
Okay.
It's a junior member, the dues are different, they're like 525.
525.
You know, so they're a junior member. Still sign them up to get the numbers up, so if you have your 10 seniors and 4 juniors, your membership is 14. But it's gotta be 10 seniors, 18 years and older. And again,
I
think
think
about
you
your
have to
guys.
have 3 officers.
It should be a president, a secretary, and a finance officer. They can be dual, but they don't get wrapped around the axle on that, you know, because you have to still elect
Okay.
those, but just to get the membership in, once you get to 10, they should have a meeting, and say, we're gonna pick you as a, president.
Okay.
And we can get her started since she's done this 6 years in a row now. She finally got out of the duties of being president, last year, but then the president that was elected and served 1 month, her parents, are elderly and they almost burnt their house down. So
We
they had
have
to go-
fun at our meetings.
So they had to,
Our meetings not boring.
so they had to go. Thanks.
We go exactly as you go,
Yeah.
you know, but, women are not chatty.
All right, next up.
Forward.
You just assumed they're auxiliary, Sylvia. But then I've got an auxiliary handbook, I'll just leave with Kathy, I've got the preamble, I've got a blank constitution, it's just kind of like the handouts, so at least they can have preambles and newsletters, so I'll give this to Kathy. I talked to the department secretary and said, hey, if you send me a blank charter, and we're gonna try to get it stood up, which is nice.
Yeah.
Again, I'd wait till end of March, first of April, to drop a charter and get it started.
Yeah.
Because I got the old,
Well, we appreciate you bringing it out, sir.
it's got the.
Lynn, can we go ahead and honor our,
Yes.
memorial, because I need to get going, you know, here this long.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We'll skip down to the memorial to the party members. If you're able to rise.
We've lost 2 veterans since our last, meeting. The first one is Billy Tom Reddick. He died on the 16th of January, 2024. He's a U.S. Army veteran. Moment of silence, please. The second one is Jerry Adams Fuzzell. I always just knew him as Jerry Fuzzell. U.S. Army, he died on the 4th of February, 2024. Moment of silence. Thank you.
Well, before it hurts too far out the door, we're gonna skip around a little bit and go to the order. I got a text from Jerry McDowell earlier today, Charlie White. He has been in Centennial Hospital the last 3 days with pneumonia. It gets worse. The pneumonia has gelled, the liquid in his lungs, so he's undergoing surgery tomorrow. And if everything goes right, he should be about 3 days after that in the hospital.
Susan just talked to him a couple days ago. He was some kind of genealogist.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in which hospital?
Centennial. That's all she told me. I texted back, let him know that we're thinking about it, he's in our prayers, and let us know what we can do, and, because he's a special man to a lot of us.
Yes.
She texted back, it's about y'all, and, I sent back a thumbs up emoji that it didn't get there. Apparently they shut off the phone by then, so, just be thinking about it in due time. All right.
I got one other one that we didn't really, I don't know, we didn't keep track of. I know I had tried to call them, last month during the big cold spell and all that. But Billy Ellingson, when he was at the Army Guard, said that he was in the hospital almost the whole month of December.
Oh, wow.
He had COVID that turned into pneumonia.
That I didn't. I didn't. Okay. Anybody else? All right, we'll get back to the agenda then. Herb, you want to call it a meeting?
Thank you, sir, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now, for the record, 42 minutes is still not on me.
What's that?
I said 42 minutes is still not on me.
No, it's not. We just normally done faster than that.
Yeah.
I have to be somewhere.
Well, we had somebody take up a lot of time talking tonight.
Dawn,
Chili Cook-Off Committee. What did we decide on? Kathy?
Bert made a donation, or
That's
the,
my idea.
what were we doing, what was that?
We were looking at doing it next winter. Planning far enough ahead so that,
Yeah, September, October, so.
Motion passed to form committee, that's as far as it went. There were no names assigned to that motion, okay.
But we mentioned the idea too of sort of having that not just a chili cook-off committee, but as kind of some, committee to help turn around ideas for fundraising in general.
Fundraising, yeah,
Because that's something we've got to keep doing.
I'm good with that.
I'll help with it, I'm no cook, though.
That's all right. Probably 90% of it's gonna be bought and clear, and pig and dumped in the pot. But, oh, come on. Do like they did at the high school one year. If you take and you make a pot of chili, and they take it to the hospital, well, they're gonna take your pot and pour it into a bigger pot. You can have yours back. Don't tell them what you get in.
I'll chop it up. I'll give you my money, donuts for the dinner.
All right, that's what we need to be thinking about, volunteers for the chili cook-off committee, and, that committee would turn into a fundraising committee as well. Yeah, that's kind of motivated. Irish Day Parade, do we want to walk or just a booth? Or both?
I think, the VFW said something about they were gonna do a float.
They got a smoke room.
They're doing a float, putting together a float right now, I was, focusing on the information booth. I mean,
Yeah.
if- I float would be nice, but I mean, it's still, it's, you know, we're pretty thin.
Yeah, well, we are.
Two places at the same time.
Yeah, realistically, I don't see us in the float. I don't know, the VFW may have, they are not. And we,
I did go ahead and, reserve the booth and everything, so that's done. So we're locked in and we're still gonna be in front of Jenny's thing.
okay. All right, general bulletin, anything come out of that?
Well,
Bob?
well, the ongoing saga.
Oh, gosh. Of what?
Don, I'd be interested in how your post has been addressing this. Oh, the multi-year renewal, effective January 22nd, 2024. Responsible members that had renewed their 2024 prior to December 4th, 2023, may renew their membership online for 2025 and 2026 at current rate. Non-renewed for 2024 can renew their membership for 2024, 2025, and 2026. This is an online process only. So, anyway, this has progressed every month.
Yes.
Oh, anyway, so there it is.
Okay. It's the luck of the draw, really, it is. If you happen to have got yours in early, you get.
Well, it's not really early, it's by December 4th, 2023.
Yeah, but if you waited.
138 members in our post, one, that's all I have, one,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, like I say, you can save a few bucks out of the paying for it or early, but
Yeah.
The question is, for me, is are they still gonna send out the notice all the
Yeah.
time?
Probably will. They'll go, oh gosh, we forgot. Because I still get DAV, join us now emails.
That's correct. Took $7 for me to get.
Yeah, I got Frank ain't got his card either, and took Sylvia. and I
7
was-
months, 7 months.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
They're
the card. I got the card.
Yeah, but we still get the emails.
I got a login, but I still get the emails. I need your help too.
Don't worry about that, that'll catch up by itself.
Yeah.
It's a pilot program, something that's gonna last very long.
Yeah, DAV, you join? Yeah, I don't.
No, they just gotta drop the pay for life membership thing, and I think they'll be better.
I
yeah.
don't know. Pass the hat. Anybody? Well, that's where we are?
Was that?
Oh. Where are you?
Well, I just got,
Well, what?
well, actually, a couple of things there to mention.
Okay.
For one thing, we got the Department of Tennessee membership print out for, this would be District 6. And our renewal rate is falling right on target. So on that, our post has been doing well.
Good.
This is our annual post data report. So nothing has changed much. I'm just making sure that the previous couple of years, we were getting mail. Department would send the mail to one address and the state would send mail to another address, and I had to run around to 2 different towns and pick up mail.
Oh, crap.
And so now, hopefully, it has been good this year, and so I made sure to not have the address of the building here.
Just go to the PO box.
Yes, yeah.
So next year, the membership dues are increasing to $38, we have to turn it to national. So I'm not sure what your membership dues are at the post.
Right, it will be $42.
And Sixth District has called me on that, and, you know, it's when David and Billy are down, and I'm like, look around. Everybody here is elderly and on a fixed income, the lowest we can get away with. And that's the last thing that David or Billy has ever said about it.
We just went to 40 because we don't rely on our membership to do our programs, we don't. We just went to 40. We were at 35, now we're going to 40, so we get $2 times 100. That pays our insurance, I'm like, really, guys, that's fine, I'm not worried about it.
All right, meal ideas for the next meeting, March 11th. I'm okay with potluck, not brought up, they do over and over.
I think maybe we'll kick off, that's kind of close to spring. Let's kind of figure on doing grilling hamburgers.
Okay.
We'll take a chance. Might be doing it in the snow, but. I like to be optimistic when it comes to spring.
That grill warms up in the snow.
Yeah.
That does just fine, okay, so grilling burgers.
Yeah, that's a nice, that's actually a nice grill. It is.
All right, anything I forgot? Anybody have anything else they want to bring up?
I got something real quick, and only nothing to do with it. It goes with this building. I don't know if you can get with Mike or Jerry about that door getting fixed. I don't know if you can.
I'm talking to the mayor about that. This is a county building.
I mentioned Mike the other day that that flagpole, that rope was getting ready to fray. I'm gonna eventually need to replace that. I didn't know if it all came out of Jimmy's money for the building, I don't know.
It should not, it should, since this is a county building, that's a county flagpole, county office.
But I told Mike, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Another thing,
I've got a couple.
he was gonna work on maybe doing some kind of trash bin or something set up here for us. I don't know if we're doing on that either, but that's all between Mike.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I have no information.
I don't know nothing about it, and he said he was looking into it. He was waiting for a call back and waste management or something,
Okay.
but I haven't heard no more.
Anybody got anything else?
Motion to adjourn? Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.